Ugh, don't get me started on Bokkie. Okay, let's get started on Bokkie. Originally, I was going to cover Bokkie a little bit more in my last video. However, the more I went down that rabbit hole, the more of a hot mess I discovered this game was and deserved its own dedicated video. While I was working on my last video, I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across a Moist Critical stream clip where he played a bootleg Five Nights at Freddy's. It was at that moment when I needed to know what mascot horror slop went under my radar. Now, from the time Moist Critical played it to when I got around to it on July 7th, the developers did update the game with some minor changes, but nonetheless is still top tier garbage. From AI voices to allegedly stolen assets from Poppy Playtime, Baky is just another failed attempt at trying to make an overnight viral game. So with all that said, let's jump into it. Baky suddenly appeared on the Steam store page on June 28th, 2024 for a bold price of $3.99. After I saw Moist Critical play it, I knew I needed it, but after I finished my script, I had to completely redo this entire video because me and another content creator noticed some very suspicious things about the character models, but we will get to that in a moment. I do want to start with what I saw before I played it, as by the time I got to this game, they made some changes because they did in fact get caught using AI voices and potentially AI art, which for me is a big red flag telling me you're not making this to make something good, you're making this for a quick buck. Starting off, I can confirm they did in fact use AI voices for this game and they admitted it on their Steam page.
Wow.
Now, in the July 2nd update, 4 days after the game's release, they claimed they removed AI voices. They call it AI voice acting, but it's not acting if it's generated by stealing someone's voice and a computer spits out some dumb shit. Humans act, computers replicate. In the July 2nd update, it says that they simplified the audio by removing AI voice acting. Well, when I played it on July 7th, there was still one voice line in the game, and it's a voice that sounds eerily familiar.
Warning, warning, Bokkie is coming.
Now it's time to put all your eggs into one basket.
It's not just me, right? Remove the AI voices my ass. Apparently, there was quite a bit of AI voice acting that they decided to remove, but still kept one in and revealed this in the Steam community post comments saying they removed all but one. Then why didn't you state that in the initial post instead of the comments? It feels like they're still trying to hide this. The moment you use AI to replace a real person's job or to steal from them, such as their voice, their likeness, and their art, I lose any respect for you as a creative, as well as anything you make from that point.
Get out of my house!
Before the update on July 2nd, the game had a different loading screen, which has a few characteristics we see common with AI art. Now, the devs have said that they did not use AI art in this game and did post actual sketches on their Steam page for the comics found later in the game. But for some reason, they removed the original loading screen for being too low quality, but didn't show any sketches for this particular piece, which is very suspicious to me. If you can show sketches for the other art pieces, why not show the sketches for all of the art in this game? Okay, so I am going to be using this screenshot I took from Moist Critical's video, just because, again, this image is no longer in the game, but it's just really suspicious to me. So, just kind of going over why I think it's AI. I want to start with just overall here with Bokkie. It's a lot of this here is in focus. It's very clear, but then suddenly we get this weird like blurring for some reason. It's really bad, like just right there. It's just so weird to me. It's just not normal. Why is the rest of this in focus? And it's technically all in the same plane, but then suddenly it gets all blurry. Going into just Bokkie here in general, this arm placement just feels very weird. Not to mention Bokkie has 3 fingers, but it looks like they have like 2, like a little lobster claw. So that's just really weird to me. Not to mention these fingers here just start to disappear into this guy's arm. Not to mention, why does this one have like a little like dark blue claw, but this one doesn't? It's like it tried to do something there, but again, it just kind of melts and blurs into this guy's arm. We have other details here, such as like whatever the screen thing is that is on Bokkie. the inconsistencies right here. These look like two totally different shapes. And of course, this one's like super blurry for some reason, but this one isn't. Also, the lighting's weird. You have like a sharp, like really contrasting shadow here, but you don't have one here. Looking at the feet, again, kind of like another giveaway here is just the inconsistencies. These are like 3 toes, but they're like, or these claws, but they're all like colored and shaded differently, especially this one. This one just seems like really out of place here. And then just the placement of the feet between these two characters. So when you're looking at this, Baky is supposed to, of course, be behind this character, as we can see here. It looks like they're behind them, but for some reason their feet are kind of between this person's feet, but their back foot is further back than Baky, but Baky's supposed to be behind them. The perspective here is just really off. Looking at this like protagonist's face, I'm guessing this is supposed to be us, is that again, like there's really no details in the face. Like the mouth is just kind of like it. I can't tell if he's like, you know, gritting his teeth or not. It just gets lost, and then just like a solid black triangle for the eye. Really, really odd choice. And again, we see this blurring here. Look at this. Everything is just super blurry on this side. And here we can see the details of his like blazer, but they're not here. On this side, it's just blurry. So where are those details? Why is this so inconsistent? Especially when we have all this blurring around these characters, but we have these sharp like shadow details here on the shirt. It's just really weird to me. Kind of going into the overall image here, starting actually with the floor. I want to start here with the floor. Is if you notice, we have these blocked tiles, and okay, sure, you know, maybe some perspective despite inconsistent. That could be a human error. I'm not a perfect artist myself when I draw, but then it just suddenly stops. Like, look at this here. The tiles just suddenly just end, and it's a totally different color. Then we have over here, we have these blocked out tiles, but then what is going on over here? It's like these tiles here just stop and they're suddenly all red and have these weird like color splotches on the ground. Why did you stop with the tiles here and it just kind of goes into just solid red tiles with blue and white splatters of God knows what? On the right side here, I'm guessing these are supposed to be shadows, but again, really weird, inconsistent, and super sharp for some reason. These in this little green here, the shadow here does not make sense whatsoever. And it, again, giving a lot of details, like telling signs that this might have been made or even possibly finished by AI. Because that is a common thing for people to take sketches and unfinished work, feed them into AI and let it finish it. So it could have been a very loose sketch that someone fed into AI to finish up. Other details about this image is, of course, just the overall just area that they're in. So here in the back, we have like this, what I thought was a display case at first, but if you notice here, when you go up this image of this, like what I thought was a display case, it just kind of stops. I don't know what this is supposed to be and what it's turning into up here. It just kind of just melts into everything. And then we have these lockers on the side. So, you know, if, you know, when you see the gameplay of the game, the hallways are lined with lockers, but these ones are just so inconsistent, kind of starting off with this big like red one that's kind of like on its own, and you can see the entire side of it, so it's not flush to the other ones. And then if you look at the details of all these lockers, first of all, you can just vaguely assume that they're lockers based off of these lines here, but they have no locker details. There's no like combination or any sort of lock or handle or door on them. And each of them have just like random different details. So like this one, for example, has these ridges, but the other ones don't really. They have a couple of lines. This one here in the middle, this one right here is just solid red for some reason. And then this one here, these two, this yellow and blue one, they have these two lines here that none of the other lockers have. And then when we go to the other side, again, these inconsistent lines and nothing's just really the same. This blue locker right here has a lip that none of the other lockers have. This is supposed to be, this image is drawn in a 1-point perspective, so everything should kind of look similar, but it doesn't. It's just very inconsistent. If you don't know what a 1-point perspective drawing is, it's basically where you draw from the perspective of having 1 point in the middle of the page and everything's coming at you. It's like looking down a hallway. And you have just these random markings all over these lockers, or what I'm assuming is supposed to be lockers. These are just really just lacking details. And then of course the overall lighting in this image is super weird. We have this light here at the top that's supposed to be producing a light behind these characters, but it's not really making a light. It's just like a light yellow like box up here, but we don't see any light coming from it, and we get a little bit right here, but it's not lighting up the rest. Why do we have light on, you know, what's the left side here, but not the right side? This image, a lot of it on here does not make sense. The design of Bokkie doesn't make sense. Why does it have like 2 mouth designs here? Why is everything just randomly blurry in random places? Now, I could chalk this up to maybe it was an artist doing a rushed job, but honestly, even a rushed job would look better than this and would make more sense, because when an artist makes art, things make sense, thought is put into it. But when AI does it, it just makes things for the sake of making it, and a lot of these things don't hold a purpose or make sense. And that's what I'm getting with this image, is that it doesn't make sense. It's just making an image for image sakes. Now, this is just my observation and my own speculation, and I do not have 100% proof that this image was made by AI. They have already been caught using AI voices, so what's to stop them from using AI generated art? Another interesting thing about this game is a lot of the text and descriptions read very, well, kind of off. Some of the wording feels like it's going in circles and not really getting to a point. For example, on the Bunny Wuggy, I mean Sparky schematics, the descriptions are worded in a very odd way. I wish I could explain like why it feels this way, but I'll let you pause it here and read these descriptions yourself. Do you think these read like AI, or do you think these are written just by a person? With text in this game and just in general, it is even harder to prove if it was written by AI or not. You can put these texts into an AI detector, but those are unreliable, so I wouldn't depend on those to prove anything definitively. Obviously, the whole game was not made with AI, and although the devs did admit to using AI voices, everything else here is just a speculation. Now here is where I originally planned to break down the game and provide feedback on how it could be improved, such as things like story and gameplay. However, I was going through my gameplay footage collecting screenshots in order to make a thumbnail when I came across something that seemed a little all too familiar. On this purple rabbit, its teeth looked a bit too familiar. They looked almost exactly like Huggy Wuggy's teeth from Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. At first, I thought I might have been crazy, and the more I looked at it, the more suspicious I became. I needed an expert to confirm my suspicions that the Baky devs might have taken the Huggy Wuggy model and used assets from the blue fur ball on their own mascot creature. And who better than my fellow mob partner in crime, Spencer Singer, to be my 3D expert.
Because he's my best friend, he's my pal. He's my homeboy, my rotten soldier.
For context, one of the benefits of being a partnered content creator with Mob is we get exclusive access to the official Poppy Playtime in-game models, which makes it a lot easier to compare the Baky Bunny model to the official Huggy Wuggy model. So let's examine the models with Spencer. Alrighty, so I am here with 3D animator Spencer Singer, and this is my professional fact checker here. Spencer, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what you do?
Hi, I'm Spencer Singer, and I'm a professional 3D animator. I just graduated from college for 3 years of doing this, and I've actually been doing it for 7. I worked on many music videos. I was on Fox News once for Huggy Wuggy, which is why I'm the professional for this kind of thing. And yeah, I'm also just like Pixel. I'm a mob partner in crime. Oh, I am working on this game called Glitched Out. That's being made by Super Horror Bro.
Right now, if you're watching this
Do wishlist that, please. Please smile.
Alright, so as I was actually making my thumbnail, I was looking through my screenshots from the Baky game, and I noticed that the purple and pink rabbit, whatever color you want to call it, had the exact same teeth as Huggy Wuggy, so I took it to Spencer here to make sure, am I crazy? Am I being judgmental? And I just wanted someone to kind of back me up here. And with that, I got the game for Spencer to kind of check the models.
I'm so sorry.
So, Spencer, let's go ahead and can we start with the teeth, which is what was the huge red flag here for us, the possibility that this developer might have stolen models from Poppy Playtime. Go ahead and show us what's going on here.
All right, so on the right is Huggy's teeth, and on the left is whatever the hell this guy's name is. In the files, I'm gonna call him Peebles. I'm gonna call him Peebles because that's what he's named in the files.
I love that,
as you can see, the teeth are both flat shaded, which is already, and their models are obviously incredibly similar. And the only reason this is like that is because on Huggy's model, they for some reason forgot to smooth out the teeth, which is weird that they also decided to not smooth out the teeth and make it all sharp.
Yeah, that is weird that they kept in the same like little overlooked
and kept the exact same pattern. Like you can see here, like 3 teeth at the back on the right. There's 3 teeth on the back here on the right. That was the giveaway
for me when I saw those 3 like flat molars. I'm like, and then like it's
I forgot one part of the
2 layers of teeth. But then, like adding in like keeping the same molars was really suspicious. So what's this you're highlighting here? The drool from?
Yeah, the drool. That's what gave it away for me personally, because it's very weird to see that you have a drool pattern like the exact same. You can here 1 second. I forgot I can do this. View, annotate new. I can actually draw out. You can see like on both of these, they're both like the exact same lines on each one. And then
yeah, because it's supposed to be random. You'd think like drool or spit like that would be a random thing, but instead it's like the exact same.
And the thing is that this stuff isn't hard to model. I can make this in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna prove it to you that it's so easy to make. Bevel. There we go. Made it. I mean, it's a bit thick, but you get it. You get the point.
Yeah. It's something that's quick and easy to make and can be easily like random, but the fact that it's the exact same as the Bokkie model, that it's something that should feel more random is just weirdly suspicious to me.
But then there's one part, well, 2 parts actually, of this model that are like a dead giveaway stolen from Poppy Playtime's Chapter 1's Huggy model. The first one is the bow ties. They forgot to change the UVs out from the original Huggy Wuggy model. You could just apply the textures from Huggy Wuggy onto this bow tie and it'll work just fine. And then I put them on here as well just for a reference. So these 2 are the exact same model with only slight proportional edits.
Yeah, it looks like on the Bokkie model, they made it like slightly bigger and changed the ribbons on the bottom as, you know, from the original is what it looks like.
Yeah. Other than that though, UVs are in the exact same spot as the one on Huggy, making them quite literally the exact same model. And then the other thing, which is also an even bigger giveaway, the fur on the bottom of his body. So on Huggy's fur, there's like a little bit of tufts. I was about to go to Bokkie's. Oops. They're like they go out a little bit.
Yeah, you can see.
And in the exact same spot. Yeah. In the exact same spots, they go out a little bit like that. And you can see like.
Yeah, looking at the fur as a whole when he had it like shaded there, like you can see like the exact same patterns. Like look at their left arms, like it's the exact same pattern. It looks like they just like made them shorter and fatter. Like go ahead, can you take the Bokkie fur and match it to Huggy's proportions?
I could.
Like
one second.
You don't have to like go crazy with it, but like.
There we go.
Shit.
Okay, well that's not a perfect example of like how to show it off, but you can see it's pretty damn close.
Yeah,
like if I just do like a little bit of that, bring it down a little on the top. It's basically the same. Like it's kind. I can't get it obviously perfect to like by editing it myself.
Yeah.
Don't mind the naked Huggy here. But yeah, overall this model it's definitely breaking a lot of laws. Well, not a lot of laws. Like it's breaking some.
The problem is that they're charging for this.
The thing is though, with Poppy Playtime, even if this game was free, I don't think they would allow it unless it was labeled as a Poppy Playtime fan game. But they are clearly trying to make this their own character. Also, another thing, just a quick mention. This is using a Mixamo rig, which is a free thing made by Adobe, and I hate it so much.
Oh, yeah, it was just like a huge red flag to me, and I can't believe, like, because I think what's interesting is I don't like to shame game developers for using like pre-made assets, because sometimes you don't want to like model all the tiny little details. I totally get that. But then when you start using like rigging shortcuts, which I get, rigging can be very expensive. You can get up into the thousands of dollars when you pay someone to rig a character model for you. But then it's all these little things, and then the bigger picture, it says to me we wanted to make a quick buck, and then going so far as to stealing fur textures, mouth textures, and even something as small and simple as a little bow tie. Like, I don't know.
Big issue. There's something up with them.
Yeah, this is definitely definitely very questionable. So, but yeah, thank you, Spencer, for explaining that and showing, and I appreciate
Of course.
it. And be sure
Happy to help.
Follow Spencer on all socials. I'll link their socials and their portfolio down below so you can check out their work. And don't forget to wishlist Glitched Out on Steam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was diabolical.
And there you have it. Now, this is all speculation and allegations, but the evidence seems pretty damning. The same fur texture, the same exact mouth model with the teeth still unsmoothed, and even down to the little tiny bow tie Huggy Wuggy wears. Again, these are just allegations, so please do not contact, harass, or bully the developers of the Baky game. Games like this are why a lot of people who don't already play mascot horror see the game genre as a joke. These low-effort games are made to get content creators to play them in hopes kids will want to buy them and play it, and they can make some fast cash from their shovelware game. Some people out there are trying to go viral by making low-effort games in hopes that maybe people will see it as, it's so bad it's good, when really, it's just bad. This game was disappointing, taking every shortcut they could to make a quick buck and possibly doing some really scummy things. I think more small developers should use their own voices in their games. There are also plenty of people wanting to be voice actors and would love the opportunity to do voices in games. There are also a lot of artists I'm sure that would be willing to do art at an affordable price for your game as well. The internet has made it more accessible to learn how to make your own game and to contact talented people, so there is no excuse to use any AI in your game. There's nothing special or unique about this game, and I do hope the developers that worked on this game learned from this experience. What are your thoughts on this game and going over the character models? Did you play this game? Did you watch someone else play it? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.